Hello, let's talk about the movie Alien Covenant. So what can I say? It is good movie, but in a specific way. What about the plot? The plot has three parts structure. The first part, they fly on the ship. The second part, they landed on the planet. The third part, they fight with alien on the ship. So what about this movie? We have here the same part. We have a crew of colonists. They fly into space, and this is mission for colonization other planets, and they go to the other planet. They want to establish there a colony. But then they go to the other planet because they take a signal from the other planet, and there they landed, they explore that planet, and then they come back to their own ship, and they are infected, and we have the final battle. It is like the first four movies, or it is like the Prometheus. But we have some problems in that movie. The biggest problem, we don't have any rules here. Well, in the previous movies we have a very good structure. Well, first of all, cocoon, then the facehugger, the human infection, the larva developing within human, the chestbuster, and the adult creature. Here we don't have any rules, but here we have a black matter or black liquid and something black goo, and because of that goo it breaks all the rules. It completely breaks them. We don't know what will happen next when you get this liquid into your body, and it is the problem. And we have some additional parts like mother, it computer intelligent, like android, cyborg, I don't know, and we have some of this part. Okay, you understand me. And yet we have a corporation, an evil corporation. Okay. What do I say when I say about we don't have rules? Well, for example, first of all, we don't need cocoon for infection. We now need something like a seed or sperm or, I don't know, spores. Secondly, if we have cocoons or we have infected man, we don't know how much time we need to develop this alien creature inside him. It can be a lot of hours, or it can be immediately. I don't know, for 30 minutes, and it is not very good too. Okay, this soldier on the planet who want to smoke some drugs. Well, he was infected, and in maybe 2 or 3 hours, chestbuster or alien creature itself has burned him inside. But then when we have another man infected, and he was on a ship, it took a long time, maybe 5 or 6 hours, when this alien creature was inside him, and how much time this alien on the ship developed. How so rapidly he can take such a long wait. It is, I don't know. We just don't have rules here. Okay, let's finish this point. Okay, let's go further. How quickly this creature and how this creature gains mass so quickly, I don't know. Well, when I watched this movie, I didn't see the continuation of the Prometheus or prequel of the Alien. I think that this movie is something like a parasite on the Prometheus. Well, judge for yourself. On the previous movie we have Elizabeth Shaw. Here we have Elizabeth Shaw, but it only mentioned her. There we have a ship of engineers, and there we have a ship of engineers, and here we have engineers' ship. There we have one engineer, here we have the city of engineers. In the previous movie, people didn't like Alien, and here we have Alien. In the previous movie, people didn't like all these religious references, and here we don't have any religious references. I would like to say that if in previous, well, maybe Ridley Scott sat down and thought, okay, what people didn't like in my movie? Okay, if they didn't like this, this and this, I will cut it out. And if people want this, well, if people want, more engineers, more aliens, more blood, okay, I will add here more engineers, more blood and more aliens. And if people didn't like philosophical references and, for example, religious references, so we cut out all religious references and philosophical references. Well, something like that. It is not continuation. It is not a sequel of the first movie. It is something like a mix of the first movie and the movie Alien. Well, you know, there are a lot of arguments why people don't like that movie, but I don't think these arguments are logical. Well, for example, everybody don't like that people go to that planet without spacesuits. Okay, first of all, we have ship that scanned this planet, and the ship said that everything is okay. There are no toxins or bacteria or viruses or something like that. You should face with all of that things face to face sooner or earlier, and you will have to take off your suits sooner or later. These local viruses, they don't know human body, they don't know how to devour us. And you have all this future technology that can save you. So, and yet one time, well, if you, for example, go to another planet, well, have you ever been on another planet? Have you ever been on such a mission? I don't think so. Well, literally, how can you say that it is impossible if nobody have ever been on another planets? Maybe these future colonists will do the same thing? Why not? And maybe yet one explanation. Well, think about, well, if we seen on our screen 12 people in suitcases. They were all the same. How can we differ them? How can we understand that this is our, well, strong woman, this is our strong man, this is a captain, this is fighter, this is a psychologist? How can you differ them? You have to literally see it, because it's a movie. What I'm talking about. The second part, why do they go to the Argai 6 when they should go to another planet? Okay, you have a signal. You have to check this signal. If there's somebody who need help, well, if you have a signal, you must do that, because it is a law, because it is rules, it is code. Well, if, for example, some ship here on our Earth have crashed, you have to go and save them. It is your duty, according to the law. And the second, there were conversation between captain and and Elizabeth Shaw, and she said, "We have prepared to another planet," and the captain said, "You know, I don't go without ropes. I know what we heard. It was a human voice." And husband of that Elizabeth Shaw, he climbed mountains without ropes, only with his hands, and it wasn't right. And this captain said to Elizabeth Shaw, "Okay, you and your husband, you climb mountains without ropes, but I know what I do. I go there to check the signal, and I must to do that." And nobody wanted to go to these capsules because, well, some people died there. You know, when you see how your comrade were burned alive, well, after that you don't want to go to that bed. And maybe you think, okay, how don't I get up in a fire, in a flame? This is what everybody think about. Nobody want to go to sleep. This is the point. Okay, the next question. Why did this captain go to the atmosphere when he was responsible for all these colonists? For 2,000 or 3,000, I don't remember, colonists. Okay, he loved his wife. He loved her so hard that he couldn't live without her. And he didn't care about his wife, or he cared about his wife especially, but he didn't care, this tendency, about the ship, about the people, about the colonists, about their mission. Well, haven't you ever met this kind of people? Strange. Lucky for you. Well, I can see in that movie a lot of very good moments, but in another case, well, maybe somebody with a script, or maybe somebody cut out some very important scenes when they directed this movie. I mean, maybe we have director's cuts, 4 hours long version. We don't have, but maybe we should have such a long version to understand everything in a movie. Well, talking about the characters, I think that they are meat, just meat for alien. Well, for example, they smoke cigarettes, they smoke drugs, they have sex, they separated, and the alien kills them all. Okay, they are flat. I remember the movie Aliens, Predator, and I remember all that characters. I remember everybody. I remember Vasquez, Hudson, and Newt, and Ripley, and this Burke, everybody. Because everybody had his own style, his own jokes, his own character, his own history. But here I don't see people. I can see meat, and it's all. I don't remember anybody of them, and I don't have team spirit here. Well, you know, when we talk about the movie Alien, I know that this is working class and this is officers. This is the captain. This guy is very smart and this is not. That I can understand that it is 17th and I like that spirit, but here I just have fresh meat. Okay, we have David and Walter, but what about them? Why did David do all that thing? Just because he is psychotic? Okay, we have such a psychotic people, and it's all? Another psychotic android in the movies? Not very impressive. And why he is wondering about creators? Okay, you know that you have been created by humans, and humans have been created by engineers. So what? So what? Don't you want to do something good? Not? Okay. It's stupid question. How have you been created? Well, when I said about when I say about locations, it is absolutely great. Everything, the alien, the city, the all of the characters, and it looks like just amazing. Ridley Scott can direct movies, and he do it in a beautiful way. It's absolutely great, absolutely beautiful. And this city of engineers, well, you can print any screen of the movie and post it on a wall like a picture. It's beautiful, it's amazing. Speaking of themes, okay, Ridley Scott can say that corporations are evil. Okay, what can you do with that? What can you do with corporations? Do you propose to establish communism? But you don't speak about that. What do you propose? To trust to government and make governments corporations. So if you don't want to have capitalism, you have socialism. And you have a big state corporation. Maybe it is even worse. Okay, the next theme, it is artificial intelligence. Yes, it's a very dangerous thing. Okay, but yes, it's very dangerous thing. You are right, Ridley Scott. And we have to have some red button to stop this artificial intelligence, to stop it. Okay, and we don't have anymore this intellect. Okay, my conclusion. It is good movie. It is good screamer, B category. It's a horror movie, B category. We have amazing location and decoration here. We have amazing people who acts logically, but they are flat. They can act logically, but their characters are flat. I cannot remember them. They are just fresh meat. Yet we have problem with that black goo. It is ruler breaker. You don't understand how does it work. It goes to your brain and now you have alien inside you. Why? And you don't have any chase buster here, and this alien can gain mass very quickly. Not good. Okay. And maybe there are too many things. I mean, all these androids, cyborg and corporation and intelligent spaceship and all of that thing. It is too many for me. Maybe too many. I don't know. We just have problems with scenario or with director or with something. Some parts of movie I think should be rewritten. Maybe we have some flaws in movies because, I want the final conversation between David and Walter. I want the final conversation between David and Elizabeth Shaw. I want to between David and this new strong woman. I don't like that what have they done to Elizabeth Shaw, because she was dead and we don't see it. Well, Ridley Scott just killed everybody from the previous movie except David and started with beginning. Okay, I have seen it before in other movies. So, is it a bad movie? No, it's not a bad movie. But is it a good movie? Well, yes, it's a good movie, but I want something better. For example, engineers. Give me more engineers. Give me more explanation. Why do they trust to the cyborgs? Because they live all their life with cyborg, and they haven't seen danger from that cyborg in their life, no one time. Well, this is what I'm talking about. And if it B category movie, so we don't have any nudity here. It's like the heel have eyes too, they're on turn. Well, we have some nudity there. We don't have it is here. We don't have a lot of aliens and a lot of blood here. So okay, 7.8 out of 10, and thank you for your attention. Goodbye.